Good morning. This is KELOLAND on the go with all you need to know in news and weather as you start your day.
Police in Watertown were called to a downtown fire station on a report of an armed man who appeared to be intoxicated and was threatening to take his own life. A captain with Watertown Police says officers responded around 2:40 Tuesday morning and found the man in the station's lobby with a pistol. The man was coming out of the lobby as police arrived.
Authorities say the man refused officers' commands to drop the weapon and threatened to kill himself. Officers fired beanbag rounds at the man and were able to take him into custody. The captain says although the pistol looked like a regular weapon, it turns out it was an airsoft gun. A tense situation for neighbors on the east side of Sioux Falls. Take a look. We captured this video along Charlotte Avenue, which is a few blocks southwest of 10th Street and Sycamore Avenue.
Witnesses tell us police and armored vehicles surrounded a home late Tuesday morning. There were also ambulances on the scene. We're hoping to learn more about the incident at this morning's police briefing. You can watch it live right here on KELOLAND.com starting at 10:30. A man wanted for multiple assaults in Minnehaha County is now accused of driving under the influence and crashing into several cars. On Monday, Sioux Falls police tried to stop a black car on the east side of town, but it drove off.
When law enforcement caught up with it again, the driver reportedly crashed into multiple cars before hitting a tree at 14th and Cliff. 35-year-old Jason McBurney is facing multiple charges, including aggravated eluding, DWI, and 2 outstanding warrants. The Minnehaha County Sheriff's Office posted McBurney's wanted poster last week. He was hospitalized after the crash.
Turning to weather now with meteorologist Scott Munn. Cooling off today, Scott.
Oh yeah, temperatures will be colder than what we had yesterday, and it looks like we'll hold on to that again for tomorrow. Then we'll try to rebound and get these numbers warmer than average as we get into Friday and for this coming weekend. Now, in the meantime, we do have numbers for today near 30 for an afternoon high in Sioux Falls. We'll go mostly cloudy with filtered sunshine. Better chance for some sunshine in northeastern KELOLAND. Temperatures in the low to middle 20s today. In central South Dakota, Pierce, high temperature at 31, north winds of 10 to 20. And western South Dakota, in Rapid City, expect a high temperature at 30. More details on your forecast with Brian coming up.
Thank you, Scott. The Sioux Falls City Council decided on Tuesday night to advance an ordinance that would give $2,000 to nearly all full-time city employees. It's described by the city as Employee Retention Incentive Pay, and the ordinance is sponsored by the mayor.
Some people are questioning the timing of the nearly $2.5 million expense as the mayoral election is coming up in Sioux Falls in less than 2 months on April 12th. 2 opponents of incumbent Paul Tenhaken say the ordinance is political. Tenhaken has defended it. You can find thoughts from the 3 candidates right here on our website. A Sioux Falls couple celebrated their 108th wedding anniversary this past Valentine's Day.
93-year-old Orville Nedefi and his wife, 88-year-old Kay, tied the knot 9 years ago, but because they can't turn back the hands of time, they decided to celebrate their anniversary the 14th of every month.
So I'm just one of the lucky people that at my age have what I have.
The 2 celebrated their anniversary at Botsky's, where the staff had planned them a romantic candlelight dinner. The Sioux Falls Stampede will host their biggest promotion of the season with Saturday's 15th annual Wiener dog races. 40 dachshunds will race during the first and second intermissions, while Stampede players will wear Fighting Wiener Dogs jerseys. Fans will have the chance to bid on the jerseys, with proceeds benefiting the Dakota Dachshund Rescue.
We have a lot of medical bills, and our adoption fees don't cover our medical bills, so the fact that Stampede has supported us all these years has been amazing.
Wade says the organization's vet costs were $92,000 last year. Saturday's game starts at 6:05. If you'd like to bid on a jersey, we've provided a link under this story right here at KELOLAND.com.
That's a look at some of our top stories.
Now let's get one last look at your weather with meteorologist Brian Karstens. Brian?
All right, weather today, well, looking at 20-degree temperatures, pretty common as we head through the afternoon. A little snow noted across the southwest. You'll also notice maybe a little uptick in that across southeast KELOLAND in the form of flurries here this evening. I really wouldn't call that out as anything too big, but just enough there to mention that north wind. Boy, that's going to cool things down tonight in Watertown, probably at least 5 or 6 below zero. Sisseton could be colder. Sioux Falls not far from zero by daybreak. And then you turn the page here, looking ahead to tomorrow. It will turn a little bit warmer in western South Dakota. Likely here, a few 40s will eventually come to pass, but we also expect the Northeast to stay quite a bit colder. A little headline, too, for Friday. We've got wind increasing, and for our friends to the north and eastern North Dakota, winter storm watches are already in effect. There's a fast-moving clipper. Now, that's going to bring a wide variety of weather. A bump in our temperatures in most of South Dakota. The weekend, on average, is pretty mild, but we got to be careful how we start phrasing Sunday. Sunday, Sioux Falls could still be in the 50s, but there's a dramatic drop on temperatures to the north. And take a look at what's coming. All that purple on the maps, and you bet that's going to be awfully chilly weather next week. The jury's still out on how much snow we get, but we can still look at that as an additional factor here. So, bottom line, winter is alive and well, and it's coming back to life next week. Today, those 20s out there, Brookings 21 for a high, Huron area 25. 7-day forecast. So windy, warmer Friday, Sioux Falls 48. Saturday may have to cut that one just a hair, but we're still watching that. Otherwise, Sunday could be in the 50s. And then look at next week. Monday, Tuesday, chances of snow. Colder weather, only mid-teens for highs by Tuesday. We could drop that even more. Aberdeen could be down at least to 10 by Tuesday, depending on how much snow we get next week. There's still a lot to answer about that, but accumulations are looking more and more likely, I'll put it that way. Pierre, Central South Dakota, same idea. We kick off the weekend pretty mild, 50-degree weather, but tumbling temperatures by Monday and Tuesday. That Arctic air, no trouble reaching the Black Hills. That means snow and good chances of snow next week in the Black Hills. This could be one of the best weeks of snow in the West that we've had all winter. Check out details at KELOLAND.com.